1. Presidential pressure on the Federal Reserve, a threat to economic stability. President Trump's recent remarks expressing a desire for Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's termination have intensified concerns about the independence of the central bank. Trump's frustration stems from the Fed's reluctance to cut interest rates, which he believes hampers economic growth. The president has reportedly discussed replacing Powell with former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh, though Warsh has advised against such a move. Economic implications. The Federal Reserve's autonomy is crucial for maintaining investor confidence and ensuring that monetary policy decisions are made based on economic indicators, rather than political pressures. Any attempt to undermine this independence could lead to market volatility, increased borrowing costs, and a potential loss of credibility in U.S. financial institutions. 2. Google's antitrust battles, a turning point for big tech regulation. In a landmark decision, a federal judge ruled that Google has maintained an illegal monopoly in the online advertising market. This follows a previous ruling that found Google's search engine practices similarly monopolistic. The court found that Google used its dominance to stifle competition, potentially leading to a forced divestiture of parts of its advertising business. Economic implications. These rulings could herald a new era of antitrust enforcement against tech giants, potentially reshaping the digital advertising landscape. For consumers, increased competition may lead to more choices and better services. For businesses, especially small and medium-sized ones, it could mean more equitable access to advertising platforms. 3. International students and academic freedom. Harvard in the crosshairs. The Trump administration has threatened to bar international students from attending Harvard University unless the institution complies with demands for an audit of faculty, student, and staff viewpoints. This move is part of a broader pressure campaign following Harvard's refusal to alter its governance structure in response to anti-Semitism concerns. Economic implications. International students contribute significantly to the U.S. economy, both through tuition payments and by filling critical roles in research and development. Restricting their access could lead to financial shortfalls for universities and a potential decline in the U.S.'s global academic standing. 4. Cuts to clean energy and drug development. Long-term consequences. The Department of Energy is preparing to halt nearly $10 billion in federal funding for clean energy projects, affecting partnerships with major companies like ExxonMobil and Occidental Petroleum. Simultaneously, mass layoffs at the FDA are slowing down drug development processes. Economic implications. Reducing investment in clean energy could hinder progress towards sustainable technologies and energy independence, potentially impacting job creation in emerging sectors. Prospects of a US-EU trade deal, a glimmer of hope amidst tariff tensions. President Trump expressed optimism about reaching a trade agreement with the European Union during a meeting with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. This comes after the administration announced significant tariffs on EU goods, prompting the European Central Bank to cut interest rates to mitigate economic fallout. Economic implications. A successful trade deal could alleviate tensions and prevent a full-blown trade war, stabilizing markets and fostering economic growth on both sides of the Atlantic. However, continued uncertainty may deter investment and disrupt supply chains, affecting industries ranging from automotive to agriculture. If you like those updates, please give a thumb up and follow my channel.